All right, how we doing tonight? Everybody doing well, I hope. Yeah, I know we're about maybe a minute and a half late getting started. I apologize for that. I had a little trouble getting YouTube to start up. I don't know. I couldn't get, well, the website loaded, but I couldn't get the stream to initialize. I don't know. It was acting weird. But anyway, we've got it going now. That's the important part. So sorry for being about a minute and a half off schedule here. We've got just one single break tonight, and that is going to be Select Baseball, and it's going to be a half case break. It's going to be the start of a new case, so we will ultimately be taking each of the boxes out of there, numbering them, and letting random.org determine for us which ones we open tonight and which ones we open tomorrow night when we do the back half of this case. But before we get into all of that, yeah, we got a little information to go over. Make sure we're all on the same page about a few things. So the first thing, there is about feedback. I get asked that question a lot, so I just have incorporated it into the information. And it works like this. Anytime that you leave positive feedback for me on eBay, you are going to instantly get positive feedback in return. Yay, automation. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you. I always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. We are looking next at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, as I mentioned, it is the back half of this case of Select. We're starting it tonight, and we'll be finishing it up tomorrow night. Then on Friday night, we've got 3 new release products due to arrive. And we are going to start a little bit later than normal at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. We will be opening a half case, 8 boxes of Court Kings basketball. Those are loose boxes. And then we'll open a full 16-box case of Tier 1 baseball. Both of those first products, so are just 1 pack per box, so it doesn't take as long as it sounds like it would take. And then we're going to do Score Football. That one really will take a long time. We will open a 6-box half case of that. Once again, those are going to be loose boxes from shared case, and Veteran Base does not ship to the teams in that break. And there's a lot of cards to look at in that break, a massive amount of cards. Even factoring out the Veteran Base, we're still, we're going to be looking at a couple thousand cards. So be kind of a long break tomorrow night. Both Saturday and Sunday are off nights. We will come back on Monday night and break another case of Tier 1 baseball. So that's how we've got it coming up in the days ahead. As far as tonight's break, I expect that this will be shipping out the door and on the way to you roughly Saturday. So this kind of stuff is always plus or minus a day. The week goes very smoothly. It might go out a day ahead of time, find a couple of little bumps in the road. It might go a day later, which in this case would mean Monday. But as it stands right now, I feel like it will probably be out the door Saturday, on or before Saturday, we hope. And then, of course, consolation cards do not come into play in this particular break because everybody's going to pull cards. There's a fair amount of cards in this break, and all the cards ship. Now, let me check and see. We have, of course, one unpaid team because we're very seldom going to get 2 nights in a row where everybody's paid for their stuff, right? So we have the Boston Red Sox available. Those are sitting unpaid. So if someone wants to purchase the Boston Red Sox, speak up and let me know. Looks like they sold for about $23.50 on eBay. I'm going to come in here and update our spreadsheet very quickly to reflect the fact that that did not get paid. And then if anybody does want it, we will deal with that. And if they don't, we'll just roll on down the road. We're not going to lose my mind over $23. But if somebody does want it, hey, let me know. All right, so that's where we left off, and let's go ahead and roll through this. A 6-box half case of Select Baseball's first half of a new case. And we've got, of course, it ended tonight, same night we are live streaming it and breaking it, which is Wednesday night, the 3rd of June. This is the night it ended on eBay as well. Team names are there on the left-hand side. Winning bidders are across from each team name, of course, except for the Red Sox, because the person who bought those didn't bother to pay for them. So that is why it says unpaid. And if anybody does want to pick it up, now is the time to speak up and let me know. Last little piece of business here. You will notice that your background is about to get blurry. That is on purpose. I don't want you to stress over that. We're going to be able to see the cards actually even better than we would have otherwise. Now, first things first, since we are not opening the full case, or not breaking the full case tonight, I'm going to take all the boxes out of here. I will number them. I will use random.org, and that is how we will determine which ones are open tonight, which ones are opened in the next break. Oh, gosh. Okay, sorry. And one of the boxes I managed to drop and then hit the camera with it. So, woohoo, wasn't that fun? Yeah, I usually try to keep the case a little farther off to the side, and I had some supplies stacked over there, and I guess I just moved it a little too close, didn't I? That's how it looks. All right, so random. Here's how it works. Of course, obviously, this time we're just using it to figure out which boxes we open, but in case we have to use it again later in the break, I do random the same way every single time. If we have 9 or fewer items in our list, random is run 3 different times. The first 2 do not count. Only the third and final random is the determining factor. If we have 10 or more items in our list, then I run random only 1 single time, and that one determines it. So that's just FYI how that sort of stuff works in case it comes up down the road. Now, let's get over here and take a look. And let random do some work for us. Pick out some boxes for us tonight. Hopefully the lucky ones, right? All right, so obviously we have more than 10 items in our list, seeing as how we have 12 boxes, so we will run random once. It gives us boxes 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 9. Wow, what are the odds of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's easy. And then we just need to grab box number 9 from over there. And let me get these other 6 out of our way, and then we'll be good to go. Hi, Jay Allen. How are you? You said that rattled your eardrums. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, when I knocked the camera over with the box, getting the boxes out of the case. Yeah, that was that was not fun. Yeah, sorry about that. Everything did kind of go flying a little bit. All right, we are looking for 2 autograph and 2 memorabilia cards per box on average. You know, Panini likes to use those words, on average. Here's what that really means to us. Sometimes they don't give us what we're expecting. That is bad when that happens, but it does happen sometimes, and then that on average is kind of a little CYA for them. Other times they will replace one or more of our hits with a Panini rewards point card. And if that happens tonight, of course, we would use that rewards point card. We would use random.org to give out any of those that we happen to find at the end of the break. So that is what on average means in the Panini world. And every once in a while, you even find an extra hit. But that doesn't happen nearly as often. But it happens sometimes, occasionally. Every once in a while. Hi, Jeremiah. This is your first time with us. Well, welcome. Glad to have you. Hopefully we'll have some good mojo for you. And what did you say there, Jeffrey? You said, Jeremiah must have had some good hits last night, it sounds like. Sounds like he and Jeffrey know each other, and maybe Jeremiah hit some fire last night. You got to share with us. So what did you hit last night? Share with the class. We want to know. Johan is here as well. Hi, Johan. Jeremiah, you've got the Cubbies tonight. All right. Well, hopefully we'll have some good luck with your Cubbies. He says last night was a big night. All right. Well, it's good to have nights like that sometimes where you hit a lot, doesn't it? Makes it a little more fun when you get that kind of stuff. Jay Allen, you need the Rockies and the Royals. All right, my friend, we will work on some Rockies and some Royals for you. Now, in our first box, we'll go a little bit slower and talk about some of the parallels that we find. We'll go a little faster through some subsequent boxes. The first thing we see hit-wise is going to be numbered to 49, and that is going to the Tampa Bay Rays, Randy Arozarena. You know I don't say it right. Yeah, well, anyway, what matters is it's a nice hit for Tampa Bay, despite the fact that I cannot pronounce it properly. Then we have our first color of the evening. Well, that isn't an autograph. And that goes to the Yankees with DJ LeMahieu. Anytime you see that royal blue color there, kind of a University of Kentucky blue, if you might want to call it that, it will be numbered to 149. There are red in here to 199. There's all kinds of other colors too. Aaron Judge, this is a base prism. Also, I may call it a base refractor from time to time. They are the same thing. Panini calls them prism. Topps calls them refractors. Ultimately, same thing. Special coating, light refracts off of it. Pretty rainbow of colors, yay. To 149, once again, we have another blue one. This one is headed to the Milwaukee Brewers. And we've got another hit coming up here. It is Brock Burke, numbered to 199 for the Texas Rangers. So our two autographs came out pretty quickly. We've got a couple of memorabilia cards yet to find. There's another prism. This one is Matt Boyd for the Tigers. Those are not going to be numbered when they're just a plain prism like that. If it's got a color on it, then it is numbered. So we're not necessarily going to continue to flip all those that are base prisms, other than in this first box, just so you know that I'm telling you the truth about how it works. There's a Liam Hendriks insert. That's the Oakland A's. Once again, just a base prism, so not numbered. Those little blank cards meant to mess up the people who try to feel up the packs and look for the hits. These always look like they should be numbered, but they aren't. They're nice looking cards, though. I call them tricolor. I don't know technically what they should be called, but this is Michael King for the Yankees, and every time we find one of those, it will be a prism, and it will not be numbered, sadly. Dallas Keuchel, can't really get used to saying White Sox for him. That's kind of crazy, but that's where he is these days, so... All right, here we have a little Shogo for the Cincinnati Reds, Akiyama. He is, I believe, isn't he the first Japanese player signed by the Reds? I want to say he is. Like they were late to the party, kind of. I've got to get out a different sleeve for that. 1 second. And then, of course, was again just an insert that was a base prism insert, not numbered. And this is Yu Chang, and Yu Chang is numbered to 99. Vulcan, that actually isn't a tie-dye, what we saw, the tricolor. There are tie-dyes in here. They don't come out very often, and when we do find them, they're numbered to either 20 or 25. This is the Cleveland Indians. I do know exactly which one the tie-dye pattern is, but that is what we're seeing there, those kind of tricolor prism cards. Those are not the same as the tie-dye cards. If we come across a tie-dye tonight, I'll point it out. We have hit them in a couple of other select breaks, but it's definitely looks way different than that card. Chris Bryant and the Cubbies. That is numbered to 75 with a little relic hit there. And Scott, you said you need the Yankees and the Braves. And hi, Scott, by the way. We've got a red. Red will be numbered to 199 each time we see it. This one is Morahone for the Padres. And last little base card hanging out there by himself. Out of box number 1. All right, so that's how that rolls, and then we'll just kind of buzz on through the rest of these. I won't necessarily call out the base prisms. You'll obviously be able to recognize them. They do have the nice little rainbow of colors when the light hits them, and of course they're shiny, pretty. So yeah, you'll see them when they go through, but if they're numbered, I'll obviously call out the number and that sort of thing. But yeah, J. Allen, I know it's not the first time I've knocked the camera over. I know, I do hit it periodically. It's on a tripod in a really inconvenient spot because you got to be doing a lot of things around it. And unfortunately, what usually happens to me is I will catch the cord for the tripod, and that will send the whole thing flying. This time, it was literally, I just had the case closer to the camera and the tripod than I normally do, and I just rammed right into it getting boxes out. So yeah, it didn't go all the way flying off the table this time though. so there was that. But yeah, for sure, at least probably every couple of months I jar into it, knock into it, grab the cord or something. I don't know. It would be nicer if I had more. You just can't have a lot of space. It just has to be, in order to see the cards and see them, you know, me opening the packs and all that. You can't have a whole lot of distance in there. I guess unless I had unusually long arms. There's a Victor Robles, Washington Nationals. Why did I turn that over after I said I wasn't going to? I don't know. I forgot. And this nice little insert here is headed to the Toronto Blue Jays with Vlad Guerrero Jr. It's the gold parallel, happens to be numbered 210. So always nice to see low numbered stuff coming out. There's another DJ LeMahieu out for the Yankees. And this guy, man, we see this guy every single break, don't we? This is A.J. Puck for the Oakland A's. It's numbered to 99, and it is our first relic autograph combo. We'll see plenty more of those, I'm sure, before the night's over. Just the first one we've seen tonight. This little color green, anytime you see it, it's going to be numbered to 99. Francisco Lindor and the Cleveland Indians on the front of that one. There's another one of our tricolors, Lorenzo Cain. And let's see what's over here waiting for us. And there's another one. This is Kikuchi out for the Seattle Mariners. I don't know why they don't number those. They look like they should be numbered, don't they? I think they do. Yeah, J. Allen, I knew you'd hate seeing AJ Puck come out. He does come out all the time. Matt Olson, Oakland A's to 199 with the red parallel. Next up, Trent Grisham, Padres, and this one numbered to 10. So another nice low numbered hit. And, you know, guys, there's maybe a little bit of edge wear, chipping edge wear, tiny, minute amounts on some of these, but you can usually see it on the back. It's a nice looking relic. No ink on it, but still numbered to 10 and all. It's a nice little hit. We can be happy with that one, right? I think so. Anytime it's numbered to 10, we'll take it. Graterol, numbered to 209. This one is going to the Dodgers, and it definitely has something going on. See up there in that upper left-hand corner, we've got some big-time chipping happening there, to a lesser extent on some of the other corners. And it is, of course, autograph relic pairing there for the Dodgers. Owsley and the Cubbies. This one numbered to 25. And doesn't look like in too bad a shape. Again, some really minor stuff, but it is a nice little cracked ice relic. How about that? Cubbies look like they're doing okay tonight so far. To 199, it is Ozuna for the Cardinals. 149. Did I say 99? I might have, but it's 149 if I said 199. Sorry. Not sure if I did or if I didn't. Howie Kendrick, Nationals. A little pack feeler card. And another Prism insert, Kershaw, Dodgers, unnumbered, but nonetheless not an insert you see as commonly, so we'll call it out. Jay Allen says he calls him AJ Puke, not because he dislikes him, but because every case seems to puke out a lot of his cards. Well, I guess that's one way to say it. But yeah, he definitely is. He's very prevalent, I guess is the way to say it. And virtually every product we've opened, both Panini and Topps, he's really come out in force at everything this year. So I guess my guy had a lot of time to sit around and sign autographs. I don't know. That's how it seems, anyway. Vulcan, you said you haven't seen any Robert or Aquino. It's like Groundhog Day with your breaks. Well, let's hope not. Okay, let's try to get you some. Let's try to get you some hits out of there. Of course, you know the Reds are my team, so I love the Reds. Not my team in the break. I don't buy into my own breaks or hold back teams for myself. Like some breakers, you know, don't sell their favorite team. They keep it for themselves. And I don't do that. But they're my team in the sense that I like them. All right, we have got a nice little Josh Hader there for the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, here's a tie-dye. This is what the tie-dye looks like for Vulcan when we were talking about it earlier. And they are, as you can see, completely different. Totally everything about them. I'll hold one up, the other's up next to it. You'll see what I'm talking about. So see, tie-dye on the left, tricolor on the right. And the tie-dye are usually, I think it's to 20. It's either 20 or 25. I think it's 20. And this one is Brandon Lowe, Tampa Bay Rays, and yeah, numbered to the big 2-0 in there with our first tie-dye of the evening. Jose Altuve and the Houston Astros come out with a little relic hit. Major League Baseball again today. Another setback in negotiations. Of course, naturally, the owners don't agree to the number of games that the players want to play. They want to play a lot less. We knew that was coming. Kyle Lewis, the white parallel, those are always numbered to 50. This one is the first one we've seen tonight. It goes to the Mariners. So yeah, baseball's having a hard time agreeing on things. Meanwhile, the NBA is like, yep, we're good. So their format is set and decided. They're going to start back July 31st, and they're playing through, I forgot, mid-October maybe they finish up. And they're going to be playing in Orlando at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex. To 209, it is a Rojas for the Diamondbacks autograph relic pairing. Of course, we had heard that that's what they were going to do, and they did get that worked out. Marte for the Diamondbacks. So that means that those guys, those players and team personnel are pretty much sequestered in that area, in that hotel or whatever, for the duration of the season, is my understanding. So if you happen to be one of the last two teams standing when it comes to championship time, you've been sequestered for like 3 months at that point. There is Mitch Garver for the Minnesota Twins. And apparently, we're going to have multiple games going at once, because, of course, there are multiple courts there in the ESPN Wide World of Sports. And it's going to be, I guess, kind of like it is when we have March Madness. You'll have an opportunity to watch a bunch of different games all going on at once. All right, number 2, 250 again. You can see some little edge and corner chipping and connections, etc. This is Toro, Houston Astros relic. I see a nice one on the horizon, but I'm going to make you wait a half a second for it. I know, I mean that way. Sean Murphy blue to 149, the Oakland A's. You might have gotten a glimpse of it a minute ago when it was in my hand anyway, maybe. Nico for the Cubbies, little Nico Hornerer with a nice base prism for Chicago. A zebra, yay, it's our first zebra parallel. Kind of an unofficial case hit in the sense that Panini doesn't call them case hits. So if they don't call them that, I don't call them that. But most of the time we find one. Occasionally we find more than one in a case. But they don't quote-unquote guarantee it. Eddie Rosario for the Minnesota Twins takes our zebra tonight. At least the first zebra that we've seen anyway. Could find more, possibly. Greater All Dodgers. Number 2, well, let's get this out of the way. 149, Jeff McNeil for the Mets. Now, this little bad boy, I saw him up there. I shuffled him over to hold him. Numbered to 25, it's Robert for the White Sox. Woohoo! And again, minor edge and corner stuff, nothing that I would call major. And I have a nice little cracked ink. And honestly, I'm pretty sure that's part of a glove. That looks like a glove relic to me. And I'm pretty sure it is part of like a batting glove relic or something. But either way, cracked ice 25, Robert, White Sox, nice. To 199, Ken Giles, Blue Jays, red parallel. And we are halfway home. 3 opened and 3 to go. All right, let's see what else we've got in here. All right. Vulcan, you said they should make the teams play double headers until they catch up. Well, we can't get them on the field to play, period. They keep arguing over money and the number of games, which, of course, is directly tied to the money. The players want to play more games because they want more money, and the team owners want to play less games because they think that if they run as far as into Thanksgiving, which is what the players want to do, that they will be possibly bumping up against, another resurgence of COVID and all that crazy stuff. So I guess they'll eventually get something worked out, but they're going to be late to the party by the time they do, because we're all going to be happily watching basketball going, yay, sports. So, July 31st, mark it down. We'll have some basketball to watch, NBA. All right, let's see what we've got here. And that is Yamaguchi, headed to the Blue Jays. Got another tie-dye. And it is going to be numbered to 20. And it's Rojas for the D-backs. So 2 tie-dyes tonight thus far. And another Chris Bryant relic. What are the odds? This is numbered to 75. And you now have a pair of Chris Bryant relics tonight. You probably wish one of them was signed. I don't blame you. Ryu, numbered to 99, Toronto Blue Jays. That's another one I keep wanting to say Dodgers. I've got to remind myself. No, he's traded. It's harder to remember when we haven't been watching them play. It doesn't get as ingrained. Like, I know he's traded, but I still, when I see him, want to say Dodgers, even though I know it's wrong. Manea, Oakland A's. All right, we have numbered to 49, Mauricio Dubon for the San Francisco Giants. Edge and corner again, slight imperfections. Nice looking card, autograph, relic, paired together. And there's another Prism insert that we don't see a ton of course. This one's Max Scherzer for the Nationals. So that insert set is called Select Stars, and I guess, what is that, the third one of those about that we've seen tonight? One was numbered and the other two haven't been, if I'm recalling it correctly. Blue to 149 Phillies. JT. Coming out for Philadelphia. Robles, Nationals. Another little blank card. I'm kind of glad to have that. I'm running low on those. Willie Castro, Detroit Tigers, number to 209. This is going to be a relic autograph pairing. Usually is when it's numbered to 209. To 199, there's Marte, Diamondbacks, red parallel. Sanchez, Yankees. Followed by Kershaw. Little Kersh for the Dodgers. Justin Dunn. And that is out for the Seattle Mariners. You can definitely see some chipping on that lower left-hand corner. Maybe some really minor stuff on some of the others, but lower left is the main issue there. Relic for the Mariners. And then I should have clarified a while ago, when I'm talking about the Select Stars inserts, I was talking about the Prism version, not the base version. Though we have not seen many Prism versions of that. All right, box number 5 coming at you. And you know, I thought this was the last case of Select, and when I went down, this happens to me all the time. I think I'm out of something, and I go downstairs, you know, when I'm trying to find it, and I have a lot of baseball stacked there together, and I thought the rest of the baseball that was stacked there was Bowman, other than this case, but it wasn't. There's another case of Select in there, too. So, we have one more than I thought we had. Which correspondingly means that I had one less Bowman case than I thought I had. Because I had kind of a running tally in my head of what we'd opened and what I believed I had left, and I thought that extra one was stacked in the Bowman area, and it was stacked in the Bowman area, but guess what? It was Select. Oops. All right, let's take a look here. See what we have got going. There is Carlos Santana. And this is our first moonshot that is also a Prism. It might be. I think it is. Or no, I'm sorry. That's not moonshot anyway. It's Sensations. Juan Soto for the Nationals. So I still think it's the first one we've seen Sensations Prism, but that wasn't moonshot after all. Gonsolin to 99 for the Dodgers. Little LAD autograph. And right behind it, our other autograph, numbered to 99, Morajón, Padres. Number 2, 149, you've got Logan Webb headed to San Francisco. And there's another one of our hot rookies. That's Kyle Lewis for the Mariners. We saw one earlier for the Reds, of course, on that same card set with Shogo. Yasmani Grandal as a Chicago White Sox. Next up, it is Jeff Fraley, Mariners. Jeff is a little relic out for Seattle. Jay Allen says it is slim pickings again tonight for his team. Well, we got a little ways left to go. Maybe we're going to get some luck going for you, I hope. Ho-ho! Cincinnati Reds, baby. Too bad this isn't autographed because that would make me super happy. But nonetheless, if you've got the Reds tonight, numbered to 75, you get a nice little Barry Larkin relic. And, of course, you know I like that particular card set. I just think it's a nice-looking design. So, cool hit for the Reds. Andres Munoz to 199, Padres. And number 299, Ozuna, St. Louis Cardinals. A little unnumbered tricolor there, also for the Reds, Castillo. Followed by a base prism, Bobby Bradley, Cleveland Indians. And a couple more base cards to finish off box number 5. So here we are rolling into the last box of the night. It's time for a little last box mojo. So let's see if we can find some magic in here in our last box of the night. Jay Allen says it needs to be for the Rockies and the Royals. That's what he's looking for tonight. Well, we'll see what we can do for you. That pack felt weird. It still feels weird. This doesn't feel like, I mean, I guess there's the right number of cards in there. I don't know. Somehow that pack didn't feel right. I'm not sure why. It felt really, like, skinny in relation to all the other packs, but I guess it wasn't, but it felt like it was. Vulcan, you said 0 Aquino and 1 Shogo Prism in 1.5 cases so far. Well, obviously you got the one tonight, the Hot Rookies. He's a Prism in that tonight. And then, of course, the Barry Larkin relic just came out, which I thought was nice for the Reds. But I guess you're looking more for the rookies and not caring so much about poor old Barry Larkin, so, all right. Scott says he hadn't seen much for his Braves either. Of course, everybody's got base in here. There's never going to be a team that doesn't get cards of some sort in this break because all the cards do ship out of here. But obviously, yeah, you're hoping for some parallels or some hits for sure. Jose Abreu, White Sox. Belly, there's my moonshot. That is a prism for the Dodgers. Of course, there are lots of other moonshots in this product that aren't prisms. I just particularly was looking for the prism ones. For the Dodgers, it is Graterol with a relic. And there's another little Shogo, as a matter of fact, with the tricolor for the Reds. Also, of course, a prism, but unnumbered. As are all of those little tricolor cards there. A blue Lance Lynn, Texas Rangers, 149. We've got Bobby Bradley, numbered to 209, with a card stuck to the front of him, or actually just the little pack spacer stuck to the front of him, for the Cleveland Indians. Autograph and relic for Mr. Bobby Bradley coming out there. And what else have I got down here? Woohoo! Yordan Alvarez, baby, for the Houston Astros. Not signed. I was hoping it would be. Not signed, but nonetheless, always good to see Alvarez come out, especially if you've got the Astros, right? Green parallel numbered to 99. That is going to be headed to the Miami Marlins. Now when we finish, there's Thor, Noah Syndergaard with Prism. Behind that, we've got ourselves a cracked ice for Howie Kendrick. And that, of course, numbered to 25 for the Washington Nationals. So after we look through these last few cards, we will then recap our autographs, our relics, and cards that we have that are numbered to 99 and below. George Springer, Astros. We don't recap the higher numbered stuff in this product because there's a fair amount of it, nor do we recap the base prisms. Minnesota Twins to 75, taking home a Nelson Cruz autograph on a launch angle insert. And then behind that, we have a red Zach Gallen for the D-backs to 199 that wraps us up on this half case of Select Baseball. So let's get our little stacks together here for recap purposes and take a look at what we've got. We'll see what's what, who's who and what's what. All right, so once again, our green ones, these are all numbered to 99. So you've got the Miami Marlins, the Cardinals, Toronto Blue Jays, and the Indians. We only had one white one tonight. Those are numbered to 50. It's going to the Mariners. We have a cracked ice. It's numbered to 25. That is Howie Kendrick for the Nationals. A pair of tie-dyes, one for the Diamondbacks with Rojas and the other one for the Tampa Bay Rays with Brandon Lowe. We have one Select Stars prism that is numbered, and that happens to be numbered to 10, no less. Vlad Guerrero Jr. for the Toronto Blue Jays. Then we have a nice little zebra here, and that is Eddie Rosario for the Minnesota Twins. We're going to take a look at some relics that do not have autographs attached. Keep in mind, please, that most of these thicker cards do have some minor edge and corner issues, chipping, wear, whatever you want to call it. Usually seen more so on the back than the front. We've got the Indians numbered to 99, the Astros with an Alvarez, followed by Graterol and the Dodgers. Fraley for the Mariners. There's another one for the Mariners. That one's done. Chris Bryant for the Cubbies to 75. A cracked ice relic that looks to me like it's probably part of a batting glove. It's a pretty sweet little relic. And it is for the White Sox and Robert, numbered to 25. So that's a nice hit for the White Sox. Toro and the Astros to 250. A little Jose Altuve, Astros. Here's another cracked ice relic. This one is for the Cubbies. It's numbered to 25. You've got Alzolay on the front of it. A relic that is numbered to 10 is going to the Padres with Trent Grisham. And again, you can see, some minor edge and corner stuff on the majority of these. There's your bookend Chris Bryant relic. They are both numbered to 75. You got a pair of them in here tonight. Nelson Cruz autograph, numbered to 75, Minnesota Twins. Relic auto pairing, Bobby Bradley, Indians, 209. A nice little Barry Larkin relic. I like it, even if Vulcan says, this is no good. I like it. And it is numbered to 75. And we have Morahone autograph to 99 for the Padres. Gonsolin to 99. Dodgers, Willie Castro. That is Tigers to 209 autograph relic combo. And another autograph relic combo, that's Mauricio to 49 for the Giants. And we have Mr. Rojas here for the D-backs to 209 autograph relic. More auto relics, Graterol Dodgers 209, and a J. Puck auto relic prism to 99. An autograph for Brock Burke in the Texas Rangers to 199. And we got it started tonight with Azarena to 49 for the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, so that is the break and the recap for tonight. Now, as I promised I would, I will put up the spreadsheet information one more time. If you missed it earlier, this is going to be your chance to take a look at your anticipated shipping dates, and then we'll take a look at what's breaking in the days ahead as well. So this should be out the door and on the way approximately Saturday. It's always plus or minus a day. If my week goes unbelievably smoothly, maybe it gets out the door a little early. If there's a bump in the road, could go a day later, which would of course be Monday in that case. But as it stands right now, I'm hopeful it'll go out on or before Saturday. So that's going to be our listed date there. We don't need to worry about consolation cards. All the cards ship from this break, and that means every team will have cards headed their way. As for the days ahead, it looks a lot like tonight did. Tomorrow night, we're going to break Select Baseball again, and it's going to be the back half of this case that we started tonight. We're going to finish it up tomorrow night. Then on Friday night, we have 3 new products releasing on Friday. We're going to bust into all of them starting at 9:30 Eastern, a half hour later than normal, 6:30 Pacific. It will be an 8-box break of Court Kings basketball. That's a half case quantity of loose boxes. Tier 1 baseball, a 16-box full case break. Both of those first 2 products are 1 pack per box kind of deals. They won't take us long to break, relatively speaking. And then we're going to break a half case of 2020 Score football, and that will take a long time to break because there's a lot of cards in there. Those are also loose boxes from a shared case, and in that particular break, Veteran Base does not ship. So it is its own bidding category. All right, so if you want it, you can grab Veteran Base there. I mean, parallels, numbered cards, autographs, relics, inserts, all that does ship to the teams like normal. Literally just Veteran Base cards don't. Saturday and Sunday are both off nights. Monday night we'll come back and break Tier 1 again. So that is how it looks for us in the days ahead. I'm just catching up on chat here. It looks like Vulcan says he's got 6 or 7 of those Larkins, so he doesn't care too much about having another one of those. Well, sorry about that, buddy. And he says it was a rough night for him, and Scott says wasn't too much fun for him either with the Yankees and the Braves. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sometimes they don't fall the way you want them to. Hopefully, then you have some good nights along the way to make up for it. But as always, thank you for joining me tonight. Appreciate you being here. I hope that I will see you again, if not tomorrow night for the back half of this, sometime soon anyway. So in the meantime, stay safe and healthy and happy, and take care of yourselves, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye now.